I definitely needed convincing to go and see somebody around mental health. I was originally given some papers to read just around anxiety and depression, and just so I could understand it and just read about it and have a little bit of more knowledge, and so I could see whether I did relate to any of the symptoms that those two dreaded words kind of I took the time to read up a little bit, but information that was specifically given to me, and then I sat down with a team doctor who I 100% trust, and the physio that I was working with at the time, and they said that, you know, as much work as I needed to put in physically, mentally I also needed to make sure that I was on the ball, and if I wasn't in a good place then I was never going to be able to give 100%, and that was where we got to. I had to trust the people that were professionals, and I didn't want to carry on feeling like I did. I wasn't being myself. The best thing I've ever done as an athlete was to accept I needed to talk. I needed to, you know, and actually, no matter how small you perceive the problem, if it's affecting your confidence, if it's affecting your enjoyment in terms of your rugby, if it's affecting any aspect of your life, then why not talk about it? It's a really difficult and pressurised world that we live in elite sport. Everything that you do is judged on a daily basis, from the weights that you lift to the fitness tests that you complete to the meters you cover in a match because of the GPS unit that you've got on your back, and that's a huge pressure to take. And on top of that, you add in the media, you add in the selection, you add in injury that then stops you doing everything that you feel kind of justifies doing all of that because you have such a good time playing on the field. So, you know, I would say you need to talk. It's okay to talk. It doesn't have to stem from an injury, and it can stem from selection. It can stem from issues away from sport, and I think that quite often, if they're small issues, you don't ever know what to put your finger on. You put your finger on the fact that you're not quite getting on with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or you haven't been selected for a game, so you're just feeling a little bit down. I would say that when you're feeling down, you know, for longer than a week or 2 weeks, and you can't, you know, lots of elements, if you wrote down a list, lots of things aren't quite right, then there's probably one major issue that's underlying all of that, and that's where you need to definitely go and speak. I think anybody doesn't want to show weakness, and around mental health especially, people definitely see that as a weakness within sport, but it's not speaking out to all of your teammates. It's not something that everybody has to know. I only told a very small group of players, and not even all of my family knew. It was something that I dealt with the people that were professional in that area, and as time has gone on and I've learned to accept it, that's why I'm doing things like this, you know, because actually it doesn't matter why, you know, we talk about rehab in, you know, I can go on about how I did 5 sessions a day, 7 days a week, and I had to lift this weights and do that exercise. So why is the fact that I needed to speak to somebody about the fact I was feeling down about it, or I was finding it quite challenging, something that anyone should be embarrassed about?